Welcome back to Hollywood, everybody. We are back on Hollywood Animal, the stuff that dreams are made of. And this studio is running smoothly as we are both trying to get the factory setting now. And we've also got the Behemoth and the boutique already going. Things are going well. We are going to see the Pollux Awards of 1945 in this episode to see if Wendy Carpenter can steal the show with her starring role in Dunwich Horror, or if Jane Fisher can finally get the Pollux that she so deserves and we've been pushing for in this entire run, trying to make her a star. We've got some other hits about to hit with Sahara, Universal Truth, For Whom the Bell Tolls. Glitter in the Eyes will let us see if Joe Klein is going to be this goal fulfilled or not. I don't want to actually click to see if it's got the 65% drama, which now we could check, because at this point, I just want it to be a mystery and see if we're going to get it. This is my first recording also after the new Christmas booster pack has been released. So we should see some new story elements hopefully popping up from that pack as well. So I'm excited to see if that will happen so we can maybe make some new films just in time for Christmas of 45. We've got lots of movies in pre-production. We've got lots of movies in production and post. Scripts are in the works. So things are booming here, and we're going to hopefully have some good news as we go. So the first thing we're going to do is hold another banquet. Make sure we have that influence because we've been losing some votes, or we lost one vote at the last board meeting. We're going to get these into post and see what we've got with these factory movies here. So the Walnut Tree has improved quite a bit. And we're going to call them factory movies, not B movie. So Wendy getting another starring role. And we're calling them factory movies because we are producing these that have been scripts written with fresh elements in the hopes that they will help us fulfill some of those factory requirements and keep some of our other elements fresh. I tell you, it would be huge for us to complete this thing so we can choose 5 story elements that will remain fresh forever, such as love interest. But we've already done it. That's not going to be a problem for us. This is the one, 13 in a row with all fresh story elements, is going to be the problem. I don't know that we're ever going to be able to get that anytime soon, but we're sure going to try. And doing these factory movies help keep some of those other ones fresh and save our prestige movies for later, whenever maybe some of those get a little bit better. We're going to put Emma and Lee on this one together, the old team going at it. Get them the experience that they can use, especially Emma needing it a little bit more. And with that being said, let's get going on this and see what we've got in store for us. One that I'm excited to see is on Memorial Day, the Star Surf Portrait of Courage. Ooh, let's put in a safety deposit box. Hopefully the bribe works this time. But I am excited to see the Portrait of Courage that we're doing for Harlan Star Surf to honor him. And I hope it turns out to be a hit. Bull Nostrils. Let's set up distribution for this one to extend a little bit longer. We don't have anything else needing extension, I don't believe. A Town with No Name's already been going for quite a bit. So I don't know that it will be going any farther. We'll find out, though. But before we do, let's get some of these into production. Road to Horizon had a big increase. Another one of our factory films that we can hopefully turn it into something decent. And the same for The Lost Twin. That, again, has a nice increase. And so we're going to hope this as well will do something good for us. All right, that opens up a couple spots for new scripts to go into the works. All right, so this one is pointless for us, but we can't do any influence, so we'll just do another thing. Not that it's going to matter for us. We don't need loans. We're coming up on the Pollux Awards as well. We don't have any writers that are free, although we will get one back soon when the war ends. That's good news for us. And A Town with No Name will end its run at $7.5 million profit. Another great one. And we get Jane Sanders. Her starring role in Operetta, getting a B by the Kino Mark, 7 and 7. Got some 3 stars, 3 stars, ooh, 2. And of course, The Bone Grinder, not a fan. Miss Foley liked it, though, at Southern Night. All right, Jane's up to level 8, and Edwin got a little bit cup of coffee there to get himself a little bit more experience. Let's put Wendy into production here, into training. Now, we need to try to up her quick. And although it's a 50% chance, I think really we've got to try at least 1 2-star to get it started. All right, Herman, this is going to be the last contract you're going to need to sign for us, and we can make it a 4-year one. Drop it down a whopping 30,000. Curse of the Cat People, ready to go into post-production. That's exciting. Do we have anybody good for it? That's the question. We don't. So we'll hold off on that one till probably For Whom the Bell Tolls gets ready. We also have the dynamic duo that can go. Solid 9s. Actually, this is... No, it's solid 9s. Never mind. This is not in that factory boost that we could get. A promising young talent in the composer setting for $2,900 a month. That's expensive. I hope he doesn't ask for the usual raise that they tend to do. We have a new story element. Vivid violence. Whoa. Blood, broken bones, skull-shattering bullet is depicted in exquisite detail to be savored in all its glory. Wow. That seems ahead of its time. But we're going to try to get it out of the code right away. Vivid violence. We're going to have to put some more influence at work, though, because they have been putting a lot more. They've been gathering somehow. I'm not going to spy on any of them. We don't care. But we will get the Universal Truth at 8.4 and 8.2. That's going to be coming up soon. That'll be the bridge until Memorial Day. And then I want to say For Whom the Bell Tolls, since that one looks like it's better, we'll save that one for a big 4th of July weekend. So this one will go nicely to bridge the gap there until Star Surf. Do a big 35,000. Because those other two are still going to be finishing out their runs. Glitter in the Eyes and the Straw Golem. That factory young men. Okay. So we got sci-fi, thriller, everything going on here. It turned out pretty good for having all those elements to it, though, surprisingly. Let's see. Charlie will do something for us. Can we get Marvin too? I don't remember. Yes, Marvin will. Let's confirm that one. We're going to wait just a little bit for Whom the Bell Tolls. But we can get Curse of the Cat People hopefully now with the quality it deserves in Catherine Howell and Bobby Carroll. Two excellent ones that can make sure the Curse of the Cat People turns out to be a great film. All right, let's see what we can make. Old stuff first that is fresh. Give Me a Shoulder. Another factory film for us. So let's use... Actually, we'll put Howard Hodges because he does not have the ceiling on him. All on location for 2 reasons. He prefers it. And this way it keeps our sound stages free for when we unlock the level 4 sound stage. It takes a little bit longer to make these because they have to look for locations. But we're okay with that. So we need thriller, romance, comedy, and action. I think Lewis Matthews, one of our originals, is going to get that one. We will give the Warrior to Russell Spencer. Elbert's not free, is he? The Bureaucrat, I think Stephen Holt will get that one. Russell Spencer looks like he should be a star at some point. Okay, we're coming up on the Pollux Awards. Let's see what happens. Oh, we got Agile Mothballing. Again, not something we have to worry about. So we'll just do cheaper while closed. We don't do that either, so it doesn't really matter. And let's see our Pollux Awards. Who is going to take the awards this time around? And will we sweep it? Because we have all but one nomination. All right, Rudy. Yes, let's get the show started so everybody will be sad that we're winning everything. Only from other studios. Our people are going to be smiling the whole way. This is the one we got to see that we get. Cornelius Porter for Lusitania. Picking up his first Pollux. And we beat out the Gersteins. That means we're going to sweep this show. But here we go. Best Actress. Is Wendy going to pull it out or will it be Jane? I'm hoping for Jane personally. Wendy Carpenter gets the Pollux Award. A 3.5-star actress. Jane has to be throwing a fit. Wow. That's shocking. Good on Wendy. Maybe people will work with her now. Leon gets his third Pollux Award. Best Screenplay. It's got to be Felix, right? For Dunwich. No, Bernard Larson for Casablanca. Picking up his 7th Pollux Award. Man. Cinematography. I'm going Clyde Mason. Casablanca seems to be it. No, Jack Stein with Dunwich Horror. Picking up his 5th. And then we have Best Film. Ooh, I don't know. It's got to be Dunwich or Casablanca. No, it's the Oxbow incident throwing us for a loop. Wow. That's interesting. There are a lot of twists and turns at that Pollux Awards ceremony. I did not see some of those coming. Wendy's shocking to me. Absolutely shocking. But we got a lot of influence out of that. And Wendy is now up to 3.7 stars. So I really hope that 2-star training works for her. Jane's up to 6.8. She's getting closer and closer. Okay. Oh, they want to add divorce to the code. Man, they are coming at it with a lot of influence. A lot of influence. We've got to do... Let's do 1800 maybe? I don't know. We'll find out. What do they have left? Supreme. Okay. So they can get up to around 1400 in influence now. That's quite a bit. So we got to keep those banquets going, and we have to pay a big tax bill of 62 million. But we'll be able to recover from that. Peter and Steven. Criminal Gang there. Drama for Will Hill. Oh, Sarah can act as a mentor. That's awesome. That's fitting. And we have a new story element. Annoying suitor. This may be one of the new ones. Someone who is always nagging their beloved for attention. Good job, Wilson. We're going to get you to work on a script here in a second after we pay Leah an exorbitant amount and Oliver a huge amount. All right, let's see if we can get this out of the code. We'll do 1800 again. That is bleeding our influence, but we don't need to win the Pollux Awards anymore. It looks like we drained a lot of their influence, but they still put up 1200. The Gersteins have quite a bit. A lot of influence. Okay, the last of the Hamilton family is a junk. Oh, horrible one. Oh, we get a little bit more. So a successful combination, common combinations, and an unsuccessful one, detective and vampire. But Cowboys and Alcohol do really well. Detective and the Great War is just, eh. Yeah, we see that all over the place. Okay, let's get it started. It's got all fresh elements. Let's go for it. Another factory film. Harry, you can do that one. But we do need to get to work on one of our scripts. Lots of extras now. We are able to do 500 extras. Is there a benefit to doing 2 producers other than just getting them both experience? I feel like there's not. We've been doing just fine without them. Detective, thriller, and historical. Oh, Nelson Porter can do historical. And he has won a Pollux after all, I believe. So our cowboy, where is he? Where is he? Coleman Casey. With our vampire being... We'll put in Russell Rice. And let's get to work on a new script. This is going to be our first of the 1945 movies, and it was the Best Picture winner. The Lost Weekend. Billy Wilder directed it. It was a film noir movie with Roy Millen and Jane Wyman. I have not seen this one, but it has to do with, I believe, Ray Millen was playing an alcoholic writer. And there's drama surrounding that. There's some romance a little bit in that. Mainly drama. And he has to like go into a hospital at one point. We'll put it in American City. Things aren't going forward, up and down, up and down. He has his addictions to battle, which is kind of surprising that they have this in here. Or, this is to show they could get around the Hays Code in different ways. By just implying certain things and doing things. But then he almost commits suicide at the end before his love interest stops him. He is then goes back to his writing, and he puts a cigarette into his drink to make it undrinkable, to show that he is moving on from this addiction that he has. So we'll do a wayward soul. We don't have an antagonist on this one. We do have a love interest, but again, we're just... Ugh. Well, it will become fresh by then, though. Yeah, that's fine. Themes. Well, there's got to be alcohol involved, even though it's not in the spirit of freedom. We will have... We'll say there's profanity in there. I feel like there would be. We will do social rejection. And I think that's good. Let's add a finale. We need the protagonist to repent. There we go. The protagonist's redemption. Should we have another? We have 6 story elements. We can't do 10. We'll just leave it at that. The fewer we have, the better we can get. Make sure we have fresher elements in there potentially. Oh no, our human resources executive has died. Wendy Hartman. Just in time to release the Straw Golem. And in Bull Nostrils at 4.7 million profit. Not a bad run. But Christopher Hill needs to find us some new stories, so we will get to work on that. Jesse Holt, just find us whatever you can. We're going to try Christopher Hill to do the same. We've got Donald Gallagher coming back soon. He can get to work on a script when he does. We got our banquet, which means we need to throw another one. But first, let's see how our C+ Straw Golem does. Not very good on the reviews, but the Bone Grinder loved it. 4 stars. The masses won't like it, but it will go down in history. It's a bold film, according to him. Thank you, sir. All right, To Have and Have Not. The script did well. Good job, Felix. Everything's fresh. So we will get this thing started. We'll put our best stuff out here on this one. Soundstage, since he likes the soundstage, do we have anything that can shoot? We don't. So all on location. And we don't have anybody who's a big on location person. That's available anyways. Send our best out here, and we will put Raymond May on it. Directed by, we got action, romance, adventure, and drama. Sherman can do action. Action and drama. I feel like Anthony might be able to do it. Anthony's aging. Look at this. He's got the mustache thing going on. He's aged as well for us. I think Anthony can make this one great. He's gonna be a good one. The Accidental Hero will be Stanley Fitzgerald. Our guide will be Carol Quinn. It's gonna be good. We got 2 stars in it. Okay, For Whom the Bell Tolls. Let's see if we can set that one up. Oh wait, we've got to get a human resources one, don't we? No, we're working on this one. There we go. Hire a new executive. We will just go with seniority 7%, 2%. That's a big gap. We'll just pay Frederick. It's fine. And you know, while we're at it, let's give to charity. Let's do $2 million. We got to get the banquets going. We don't really have the cash to keep going on that one. Laura's ready to go. 30 seconds over. Tokyo's ready to go. We've got Felix can get to work on another script for us. Let's see if he can make a factory script real quick. What ideas do we have? Wild West Adventure with a Sheriff. Perfect. 54 days. Okay. Laura's ready to go. 2 solid 9s for us there. And we've got 30 seconds over Tokyo. Just in time to celebrate the end of the war. Okay, For Whom the Bell Tolls. Can we get this 9 and 9 hit starring Catherine Howell and Bobby Carroll? That's a good one. Can we get this one on 4th of July now? Is it able to stretch that far? It looks like it can. So we're going to do 40,000 theaters on this one. And we're going big on its release, because it's going to be a massive hit for us. I hope. Men and Young Men. Sounds about right. We're going to do some tricks on this one as well, because we want people to come see it the next week. Kevin won't. Jed will. Let's do it here. Everett won't. Catherine will. There we go. We've got the 2. It's good for us. It's another reason we need the influence points, because we need those for that stuff as well. All right. Sahara's ready to go into post. We'll do that in just a little bit. Operetta is doing decent for us. Had a huge first week. 71% attendance on those 40,000 screens for Valentine's Day. But it's quickly dropped off. Let's see how the Straw Golem does. But we can go ahead and extend it a little bit longer. We'll do 15, 10, 10, and 8. Or 9, sure. And we're going to see if glitter in the eyes is going to make it here in just a few minutes. 6 days. It's 3 days ahead of the schedule. All right, glitter in the eyes. Joe Klein. We'll find out if it was 65% or not. And if not, we'll check to see how much it was. Bone Grinder liked this one. If you're a man, a woman's naked body shouldn't stir any emotion in you aside from approval. If you find naked women unattractive, you're most likely a Hollywood producer has reduced the relations between the sexes to timid antics. This film is a hurtling blow against the established dogmas and taboos that are preventing cinema from advancing. 1 star, 4 star, 2, 3, 2. Okay. Differences of opinion. We'll see how it performs at the box office. And Joe Klein, it did not meet the requirement. What was it? 40%. Oh, it was not enough. Okay. Well, that was a penalty on reputation. We can afford that, though. Let's see what we can do. I forgot about the image workshop we can get to work on. We'll get new demands here in just a minute. Okay, here we go. Gene Watkins, during the first week of week. Romance 60 or Horror 65. 290 days. Gets us a little bit more. He's 1 star. Eek. We can hire him. Thank you for letting me know to do this ahead of time. He's cheap. We'll go ahead. Woodrow Rhodes. So they want him just in a romance. Okay. 60% romance. Let's take a look to see if there's any scripts that already have that. 50%. 20. 60%. The Chinese Ribbon. There we go. Anything else? Nope. The Chinese Ribbon. What is it? May 1945. It's going to be fresh by then. Perfect. One of our factory films to fulfill a factory requirement. Actually, can we do 4 stars? Well, we can. All right. Roy gets this one. It's a comedy, thriller, action, detective, and romance. Man, all kinds of stuff. Directed by Woodrow Rhodes. Oh, it's going to be rough. We will put our spirited young lady as Pearl Cummings. Her rival will be Gloria Reese, toe-to-toe with the tyrant being Susie Duncan. He's got some star power to work with here. It's going to be bad, though. It's not going to be that good. Can't be. All right. Straw Golem did well. Glitter in the Eyes did okay. They're all doing okay. I wouldn't say well. But we can get Sahara ready to go. Do we have a hit here? We do. 9 and 8.9. We'll put that right at the end of July. 35,000 should be nice. Going big on that opening weekend. Even if we don't fill them all, we're trying. Men and Young Men again. Throwing a trick. Help a drunkard. No one wants to. Oh, man. About orphanage visit. None of you do those either. Okay, no tricks. Fine. We won't have any tricks up our sleeve. Straw Golem. Well, it's not going to do very well the rest of the way. So we're just going to pull it back to 5,000 theaters so we don't occupy too many in case something else comes along. We do rent out our extra theaters. I don't know if that goes to the competition or not. If it does, then I wouldn't leave anything available for them. But I don't know if it does or not. Okay, we got 2 more ready to go. We'll wait a minute for those. Hopeless Romantic, Rival, Slapstick Mayhem all became fresh. And Operetta with almost $8 million in profit and almost $10 million at the box office. Well done, Coleman Cohen, in making a fantastic film for the studio. We have our banquet. We're going to need to throw another one. Where are we at on our level 4 soundstage? We're still 958 days away. Oh my. Glitter in the Eyes has a little bit of a chance to do something else. Taper that one down as well. And the Universal Truth is about to release. I'm interested to see what that's going to be able to do. And we are approaching the end of the war in Germany as well. May 1945 will be the end of the war in Germany. The Lost Weekend, 2 6s. Okay. Good job, Wilson. Shelve it for a moment. And let's get you to work on another script. The next script we're going to work on is Anchors Away. This was George Sidney that wrote this one, or directed this one. Starred Frank Sinatra, Gene Kelly, Katherine Grayson. It was a musical comedy. So we're just going to go straight comedy. See how this works. And they were on leave, I think in San Diego. So we'll put them in an American city. Or no, World War II Pacific. It's not going to be what this was. Because they were on leave. Sailors meet this girl. They try to get her a screen test for, I can't remember if it was like a piano thing or a movie thing. But in the end, she gets one after being disappointed that she wasn't going to get one. So we're going to have 2 of them, Sinatra and Kelly. The antagonist won't, we don't have one. We do have a love interest, but that's just going to get stale. Drive it into the ground. Just need like a friend. We just want a friend. That's what we need. We need a friend. So, I guess that's sidekick, isn't it? Ugh. Love interest is just going to make it go bad. Well, love interest it is. So they're on leave. We got some comedy. Let's put some one-liners in there. Highbrow humor. Love triangle. Some slapstick. Our finale will be what works well for this. Everyone learns a lesson, I guess. Everybody has fun. Ha ha ha. Yeah, we'll go with that. See what you can do with this one, Wilson. And hopefully we'll start getting some people back and not have to wait till August. But let's see what the Universal Truth is doing for us. A-, 4 stars. Really want to get that 10th story element too, but we're doing the sequels first. Bone Grinder loved it. Wow, this actually did really well for all the odd stuff. Interesting. Because we just kind of slapped a bunch of stuff around in there. We'll take it, see how it does. Curse of the Cat People is going to be our Halloween release. And everyone lived happily. That's what we needed for Anchors Away. Ugh. Good job, Jesse. What else do we get? Highly festive atmosphere. Nearly every frame, every fleeting event or distant melody reminds us it's the holiday season. Oh. Nice. Try again. The Straw Golem. It made a profit. Not much of one, but it made a profit. And the last of the Hamilton family can get going here. Saw a nice bump. Lots of time to shoot. Henry V, 2 8 stars. Are they all fresh? They are all fresh. So let's start this project. Laurence Olivier. Clyde Mason. Sound like a Henry V guy. I don't think... Oh, well, yeah, we can do something on a soundstage. Our medieval town we can apparently make on a soundstage. Lots of props, lots of extras. Everything's going to be great. Joe Tanner's got this. Directed by... We got an action guy there. Got drama and romance down here for Lee, but it's a bigger movie, so we're going to give it to Sherman. The knight on this one's going to be our young Harry Thomas, a superstar in the making. His squire, his brother-in-arm, Ray Patterson. The damsel will be Catherine Walsh. With our tyrant, Charlie Graham. The wise and experienced one. Distant Organ Sound. This is the Wild West adventure that we put Felix on. Sheriff and Sheriff. Okay. Everything's fresh, though. So let's start this one up, too. Harley, sounds good. Now that we know we're farther away from getting a level 4 soundstage, those of them that like to do it on a soundstage will go ahead and do the few things we can do to get 4 stars on there, because it will help it speed up a little bit. Joe Pinkin can get this one, and we will direct this one with... Let's give it to, Alton. That'll be fine. Our sheriff is going to be Rutkowski. The other sheriff is going to be Peter Harris. With our tribal chief going to Tom Campbell. He's got 2 skilled ones up there, so we'll let him be the supporting actor. Newcomer to the role. The Universal Truth, 81% attendance at 35,000 screens. Awesome. Awesome run. Love Interest is fresh. Okay, to have and have not. Not the worst. Oh, there we go. War is over in Europe. Now left is Japan. All right, time to get Miss Fletcher to her last one for 4 years. Still haven't recovered back to 300 million yet. Let's get this one going. We got some factory ones that we can put out here. This can start at the end of some of these. Put it at the end of Sahara. I think For Whom the Bell Tolls could be big, so we want to leave a little bit of space. On that first week, which will be its 4th week of the 8 weeks for its release. Just a bunch of random stuff here, it looks like. Oh, okay. Yeah, not too many. Will it really mess it up if we do too many advertisers? Have any of you experimented with having that many, I wonder? Let me know if you have. If we have 5 advertisers, will it actually negatively impact it? All right, made good on our banquet. Time to have another one. The party never stops here at Houstonism Studios. Give me a shoulder, 6 stars. Chinese Ribbon's the one we want to get going a little faster. Glitter in the Eyes made 3 million. Not horrible. Too bad it didn't get Joe Klein's thing going. The Walnut Tree we'll get ready here in a minute. The Universal Truth has done pretty well. Not Casablanca or Lusitania numbers, but well nonetheless. And our trick for Star Surf Portrait of Courage has worked. Universal Truth, we'll keep that sucker going. Let's do 20,000. It's the only one else out there at the moment. I hope Harlan makes it big. Ooh, we got the Christmas Rush. Intensify the drama of what's happening in conflict sharpness. So these are some of that Christmas bundle that adds some new things. Christmas Rush makes me think of like Jingle All the Way and where they're all that Sinbad and Arnold movie from the 90s where they're rushing. But we're not there yet. All right. Star Surf, give us an A+. Give us an A. Oh, 4 stars. Everybody should love it. Yep, there we go. 4 stars. Oh, this could be a Pollux winner. In honor of Harlan Star Surf. We gladly make it. Only we get 2 stale elements out of doing it, which impacts those 2. We are working on that one. So the factory, we've done the release, but then the 13 films in a row is going to be tough. But we're not there yet anyways. We've got to do 3. So it doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and get some of these into... Get ready, Jane Fisher, 6.8. Get it into post. Send our best and brightest on this one. Eugene and Leon. How far away are we from sequels? 50 days. We're getting close. The Road to the Horizon, 5, 3, and 4, 6. So this is a nice factory film. Rita Gill leveling up to 5 stars. We've been giving her a little bit of a push as well. All right, Harold and Cornelius. 2 young up-and-comers in the business. That if we had them for Act 2, things would be great. All right. Last one for Mr. Weaver. Black hole, 8 and 7, 7. Good job. We will shelve it for now, though. Got a lot of stuff in the works. And Jesse does not find a new element. Try again. Lost Twin sees Fred Johnson level up as a director. And we will get Emma and Lee on this one. She's getting so close to getting to 7 stars. Really want that for her. Star Surf, how'd it do? Only 52% attendance. That's disappointing. I wanted it to be bigger for him. All right, the Chinese Ribbon saw a nice little jump despite being directed by a total newcomer that for some reason people wanted to see do it. We're going to do 6 days, 12-hour days. I don't know how that's going to work, but I want to try to get it out there a little bit sooner so we can start a second challenge to try to get closer to the 3. So we're looking at 76 days. Throw another banquet. All right. See what we can do with the walnut tree. Ugh. Not our best work. Okay, Sahara might be big. We'll put it here nonetheless. 25,000 still leaves plenty of seats. So Sahara will still have plenty on its second extension of its, or on its extension of its first run. And see how that goes. We've got men and women this time. No tricks this time. Just merit. All right, the universal truth. We could squeeze a little bit more out of it, but I think it's done. Almost 12 million in profit for us. Big success. We're waiting Curse of the Cat people, getting it closer to Halloween. Anchors Away turned out to be 7s, with everything being perfect as far as script elements go. They're all fresh. So let's get Mr. Simon on this one. Or Walter. Let's do Walter Wilson. He likes to shoot on location. So we will do just that. All right. Produced by Jesus Perez. Directed by, we need a comedy guy. Oh, that'd be Fred Johnson. We will put starring Will Hill as Soldier 1, Soldier 2, Glenn Parker. And the love interest will be Jane. Jane, she can pull it off. She's getting a little older, but she's going to be our star. Edwin Murray is up to 4-2. Good news for us there. How far away is Wendy? 112 days. Susie Holmes, 7-2. And Lewis Murphy, 7-9. All right, Wendy, with your Pollux Award winning at 3 stars. That's fantastic. Okay, Star Surf is doing well. People are watching it. That's good to see. Yeah, sure, we'll put it on 40,000. Oh, not 1,000. Let's let it go for 40,000 again. See if more people show up. And I am especially interested to see For Whom the Bell Tolls on 4th of July. Oh, we got to get some people working on some scripts, don't we? All right. Our next script will be one given by you all. So it's going to be a Western, kind of like it's said as a nod to something like El Dorado. So we will call it, it's not well, let's just call it El Dorado. No. Well, when is El Dorado released? Because is it released? It's in the 60s, right? So, yeah, we'll call it El Dorado. We will have action and adventure and drama and some thriller. There we go. It is in the Wild West. We got to have a cowboy going up against a criminal gang of 4. Got to have a sidekick. Yeehaw. We're going to have a prison break. We will have a shootout, of course. Bank robbery. And stagecoach robbery. And in the end, the antagonist is going to get killed. That's going to be great. We will put Bernard on that one. That's going to be a hit. No doubt about it. Let's use some of these ideas. How about a night sci-fi in space? Maurice, you're perfect for it. And Arthurian legends, Brothers in Arms in space. You bet. Wilson Hodges. And a World War II thriller in Africa with Brothers in Arms. I think that one actually makes some sense. Let's see what these great scriptwriters can pull out of their hats for something so bad. All right, For Whom the Bell Tolls, we get to see 4th of July weekend. How will it do? A+ on the Kino mark, but the Bone Grinder, of course, hates it. Give us some good news. 4 stars. We don't have the 10th story element. That's probably why we can't get 5 stars. Mr. Gottfried's up to level 10. So let's speed that up. And Burt Evans goes up to 9 stars at cinematography. 3.5 million we have put into this thing. And of course, the big battle scene now is a little stale, which is going to impact 30 seconds over Tokyo. All right. We're going to put Laura into post, and then we will see how we do on our 4th of July run. Before we wrap this episode up, Catherine and Bobby. All right. Star Surf is slowing down quite a bit, but what will this one be in 40,000 screens on the 4th of July? Oh no, Catherine Walsh. Oh, she was an up-and-coming star for us. All right, Henry V. That's going to be a hit. What if we do 12 hours? And For Whom the Bell Tolls, 5 million grossing. So there we go. We will wrap this episode up here. That Wendy Carpenter is a Pollux Award winning Best Actress. Who would have thought? And now we're going to try to get her trained up, get her ready to go. As always, I want to thank you all for joining me on this one. We're going to get some of our actors and staff back next episode whenever Japan surrenders, and we'll be able to retrieve them and see them come back. We're going to continue to produce these fine films. We're going to hit our first of the factory goals. That's going to be great. And then we'll see what we can do from there. And then we're going to be trying to make it in a row and make 3 demands in a row so we can then purchase new story elements to meet demands. That would be really cool as well. So we'll see how things go. We only have a few years left in this playthrough. So thank you again coming along for this adventure. And as always, leave your comments. I love the support, love the ideas. Take care until that next episode, and have yourselves an awesome day.